today's rounds of USQ Cup 2024. It's the last game of day one, and we have huge implications on our hands in this game between Michigan and Arizona State. The winner will move on to the bracket tomorrow. The loser goes home. My name is Corey Jobman. I play for Blue Jay. Let me introduce my co-host.
My name is Jackson Vaughn, and I play for Baylor, and I am super excited for this game. Michigan 1-1 on the day, ASU 0-2. Michigan has a chance to take the 1 seed in their group if they win by enough. ASU looking to win the game and move on to Sunday.
Our scenarios here are the top two teams are both 2-1 in records in UTSA, while Michigan, sitting at 1-1, has a chance to jump either of those teams.
Our head referee, Chris LeCompte, making sure that we are all ready to go.
A little bit of an adjustment on the starting line. Had about 3 players from Michigan all false start, but they got back in time, and we are underway.
Michigan tried to steal the other dodgeball, unable to do so. Fast break though, early.
And that drive was from Quadball, who has missed a lot of this season and has come back now for US Quadball Cup, and his addition is a massive one for the Wolverines. They are a completely different team with him on the bench.
Absolutely. Looking to score early, they're unable to do so. Some good.
The ball did not go through the hoop. No goal.
Goal is no good. As we thought, Toyarkov unable to find the hoop there. But if that's a taste of what the game is going to be like, it's going to be a physical one.
And it makes sense that Michigan's going to want to get aggressive here. They want that 1 seed. They want that first round bye, and that means they need to win by a lot here tonight.
Absolutely. Dodgeball's in hand here for McLaughlin and Bonheimer of the Sun Devils.
Moving across the midline now is Cruz. Cruz looking for the pass. Now chooses to drive. Takes the shot. No, it was a pass. And the goal is good. That is from number 53.
Michigan's moving quick though here. Misses a tackle to pass off. The Wolverines, no, it's scuffled by the hoops, can't come up with it. And Arizona State is going to hold off that fast break from Michigan.
Toyarkov was able to avoid the beat there, but unable to make his way through the contact at the hoop. Big time stop for the Sun Devils and a chance to go up too early in this elimination game.
You love to see that. You love to see the physical play right after the score, not getting complacent after the goal.
Cruz again, bringing the ball across the midline. Looking for his passing options. No pressure so far.
Lee on his left.
Now looking to drive.
Here's
Takes
the
the
switch.
drive. Shot goes just over the hoop. 3 players attacking it, but it does go out of bounds, and it's going to be
Michigan ball. Power unable to get there in time. Toyarkov.
Once again,
inbounds.
it is Toyarkov getting the ball immediately, but this time he does make the decision to slow things down.
There you go.
Toyarkov with the ball back in the lane. Passes it back to his keeper up point. That is
Ashton Glenn. Quad ball in hand.
Oh, watch
Glenn.
Mishandled there by Margolis. Picks it up.
Marlis looking at their options. Looking. Decides to pass it. Right behind the Toyarkov, who slashed the ball before he gets beat, but that is going to be a turnover. And all of a sudden, Arizona State has the chance to push a transition once again.
Sun Devils looking to push the pace here. It's Dillon with the quad ball in hand. Tackle comes in, but that ball goes directly into the hands of Michigan.
And Toyarkov recovers, and now Michigan is choosing to play a little slow, recognizing, hey, we're not going to be able to run away with this game the way we wanted to, so let's just go out there and try to get this win and advance to tomorrow night.
The other chasers on the field are Peterson, Margolis, and Glenn for the Wolverines, and you've got Hodder and Silva in the beating game.
Margolis with the ball on the left wing. No pressure. A
Long
beat comes,
beat.
but misses. That's Toyarkov, who has the ball at the point. Drives, gets past, and
That
shoots it.
shot is no good.
Just off. But that one,
Wow.
I thought each of those went through, but I'm not really sure.
The second one from our angle, it did look like it go through. There was a discussion with the referees, but if Glenn was able to find that, my word, that's a tough shot being tackled at a really tough angle as well.
Waiting on the call out for the rest, both on the potential goal, and it appeared that there was a delayed penalty from one of the AR.
We have 1 foul on the play. Illegal physical contact. Contact to the neck. Arizona State number 53. It's a yellow card. 1 minute in the box until Michigan scores.
Okay, so they're going to say no goal on the play. And now Power will go into the bot. Or rather...
Okay, now Power is going to come off. So the goal was no good. Power did get the yellow card for illegal contact to the neck, and now it goes back to Glenn behind the hoops.
And now without a man on him, Glenn has a chance to take a drive here.
Dylan is between them and the goal here. Arizona State.
No dodgeballs in the play at all for Michigan State, though, and 4 chasers available for passes.
Yeah, Michigan, this should be a goal that happens. You just got to find it.
Gets
Big
hit
tackle.
to Toyarkov, and that's going to be easy for the Michigan Star.
Good find there for Glenn.
Go, 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 go! But now the Sun Devils looking to push.
2 up high here for Bonheimer and McLaughlin. They will wait.
And Bonheimer and McLaughlin were looking to push pressure, but just nothing going from the chasing game.
Yeah, Cruz quad ball in hand here for the Sun Devils.
Back behind.
Back to Power. Over to
Dylan on the wing. Dylan drives, pump fakes, gets past, and shoots and scores. And that is going to make it, I believe, 2-2.
Arizona State able to find a much needed goal there to stop the run. It's 2-1 Arizona State now.
Toyarkov on the wing. Looking, now driving, gets beat. And the beater playing, creating chaos in the middle of the pitch. No one can come away with it. Now Margulis has it, and that is going to be staying with Michigan.
Able to avoid a catastrophe there from the Wolverines. You want to be able to tie this game here. Make sure that Arizona State can't get it too out of hands here. Pass to the back.
Shot goes through the middle hoop, and that is a tie game now.
Good shot from Glenn there. The Wolverines tied up. Pushing the pace is Dylan. On the move.
Dylan's shot is blocked by Toyarkov.
Arizona State punished for not taking the time to set up that offense.
And now Toyarkov pushing on the left wing, but with no help and 2 dodgeballs in his face, he's going to pull out.
Yeah,
Slows
you've got
down.
Margulis. Peterson going down on the near side of the pitch here.
Toyarkov still working with his beaters, gets beat, but does get the pass away. But it is going to be turned over to Arizona State, and we're going to have a call.
It was picked up by Eva Turi. We do have a stoppage, though. We'll see what our referees are going to discuss here and see if there needs to be a call on the play.
It's been a very stop-and-go game so far. Neither team really able to get into the flow because of all the calls so far.
You say that, but really there's been no setup offenses at all. It's just been fast. I mean, both teams have been wanting to push the pace and just keep using that aggression to their advantage. It just hasn't been working thus far.
Well, and the beaters have done an excellent job of preventing anything in transition. We've seen a lot of plays where someone appeared to be running free for the hoops and just a beat from behind came through at the last second.
Absolutely. No foul on the play. And again, they want to move with pace here. Eva Turi getting caught up. Glenn's going to get beat out, though.
Good play by Glenn to keep the pace from getting too quick on defense. Ball goes out, behind, over to David or Eva Turi, that is, and scored.
Yeah, works out for Arizona State there. Good ball movement there. And that dodgeball from Michigan, it does a lot, but it can't do enough when that ball movement was very good from the Sun Devils. I like seeing that set up offense for them. If they can keep that rolling, they've got a good shot at making this game theirs.
Arizona has had dodgeball control for a large portion of this game, and I think that is what has allowed them to start developing a little bit of that setup offense.
That definitely does help. Oh, Broder's going to get beat out early here for Michigan.
Love with the ball at the top. Passes it behind, over his teammate's head, and that is going to be out of bounds. Peterson not quite tall enough to snag that one.
A big shout out to Arizona's beaters there. Once again, causing just a miss early, or rather beating out the top chaser and not allowing them to get into the flow, and they force a turnover.
And especially against Ray Brodeur, one of the more talented dodgeball players in this tournament, a USNTDA player, and she's being almost completely neutralized right now.
Arizona State decided to run 1.5 there, threw the dodgeball back, didn't work out for them, and now Michigan's looking to push the pace. 2 dodgeballs behind, only one in hand is for Michigan, for Brodeur. Glenn with the quad ball in hand, and the score.
And that is a mistake that Arizona State could not afford in that moment. If you're going 1.5, you have to maintain control. That is the reason you run that offense. To lose control there is a huge mistake for the Sun Devils. Ivaturi now with it on the left wing. Passes it, but it is
Massive
deflected
block
by Peterson.
Ivaturi.
Toryakov. Shot is blocked, and Toryakov will come away with it. Keeper in the zone. Now looking to press.
Hey, that shot defense, though, has been wonderful from Michigan. We do have a stoppage.
And that is unfortunate for Toryakov. He had so much more momentum than anyone in Arizona State and might have been able to get in behind the Sun Devil defense. But that stoppage will allow Arizona State to build something of a wall for Toryakov.
Yeah, you've got Rundstrom in the game here for Arizona State now, wearing the beater headband, has that one dodgeball back. So whenever we do get this stoppage resolved here, Toryakov, he's got a bunch of open field, but there is that one dodgeball there.
Longer deliberation here from the refs. It appears that they're deliberating on this beater play on the left.
There's one foul in the play. Illegal contact, illegal charge. Arizona State number 24. It's a yellow card. 1 minute in the box until Michigan scores.
It's a yellow card on Morales of Arizona State for an illegal charge. That's going to put one beater in the box for the Sun Devils. Another mistake that could end up being very costly here.
And they were doing a very good job of keeping control away for the first several minutes of this game, but now all of a sudden Michigan's beaters have been able to take control, take a little bit of momentum, and that could be what helps them save this game. Some deliberation from the Arizona State speaking captain. Score is currently sitting at 30-30. As they're trying to figure out, I believe, who should have the dodgeballs at the current moment. And we are going to be back underway here momentarily. Toryakov pump fakes, loses it for a second, but no pressure, so it's no mistake.
We're going to get to see a setup offense here for Michigan again.
Now with control, Toryakov now looking to maybe get a little more going than just the quick drive and shot that he's been going to most of the game.
Sviridov, gets beat out trying to find a lane, and now Toryakov taking the space, finds the open hoop and the score.
And a great move by Toryakov to pumping on all 3 hoops, just looking for that opening and finally finding it. The patience there paying off.
It's a good play there as well because their beater, Sviridov, tried to make a play to get that one dodgeball down. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out for them, and yet Toryakov was still able to make a great play.
With that being said, it did allow Arizona State, who is now going to 1.5 again, to retake dodgeball control.
Those are the worst shots when they bounce off the rim of the hoop. I think it was also kind of meant to be a half pass, half shot. It's so unfortunate that it hits the hoop there and just doesn't go in there for Arizona State.
And the 1.5 just hasn't been effective for the Sun Devils so far. They're just unable to really get anything going on Brodeur, who is just weaving her way right around the Sun Devil leaders.
Arizona State did keep control off that last 1.5 though.
Toryakov is beat out on the legs, and there is nobody home for Michigan. Arizona State looking to push. Vince takes a shot, and it is blocked by Toryakov.
Love picks it up, and Michigan will stabilize. I believe there was a card for net contact.
Big time stand though for the Wolverines right there.
Arizona State should get the ball back here.
But with that being said, they're now gone from a position where it is 1-on-1 to 1-on-3.
Absolutely. But yeah, it was going to be a very scoreable goal. Probably, you really want to see Vince make that there.
And
actually,
no call.
Interesting, but it's going to work out here for Michigan. A wonderful stand for them.
Now bringing the ball up, it's just Love. Now bringing it across the midline. Stays still for a moment before passing it to Toryakov, who holds it on the wing.
Max, run away! Just
Looking
run
for
away,
something. It appeared he may have used a reset, but not called for by the HR. Toryakov gives it back to Love on the wing, who shakes off the defender. High pass, and it is going to go out of bounds.
Michigan had a chance there. You had Arizona State players down there. One was heading back to hoops, and they just threw away the offense.
Absolutely. And I'm curious if this was an adjustment from the wind that has been made all day, where the ball's been getting knocked down going to the right and getting knocked up going to the left. And now as the wind has died down, I'm wondering if that is an overcorrection given today's earlier weather.
It could have been, for sure.
Ball just being passed now between Tex and Matthew.
Yep, that's Morris with the dip to his chaser. That is a score for Arizona State.
And another goal makes it 4-4 tie game.
Morris, Arizona State's keeper, doing wonderfully to find that there. The chaser with the goal there for Arizona State, that was Gianvito. Wonderful score there for them.
Slick beat there for AT. Backhand to get himself back in the play. Now driving is Love, but Love misses his shot.
That's one that they're going to want to have back. The hammer was set up nicely there from AT, getting that right side chaser out, and Love just misses the shot.
The offense has been working for Michigan. They've gotten good looks, but the last couple of possessions, they've just either missed the shots or had a bad pass, but the process is there, and I think that will shine through as this game goes on. Arizona State going to look for a similar kind of process.
Especially because it's a tie game right now. It's not out of hand. Michigan just needs to stick to their guns, don't get ahead of yourself, and the goals will start moving.
Tech's able to recover the ball without using a reset. Now holds it in the middle. Now he goes behind, fakes the handoff.
Oh, wow.
Was cleared, coming up room, able to stay on just long enough to get off the shot. That was power, and that was a great finish to give it
wonderful
the
behind
lead.
the back shot there.
But now Torkov looking to push.
Gets around all the defenders.
Two defenders, and that's going to be net contact. But Love recovers, and
that goal very likely is going to stand for Love. It's going to be a card, net contact onto ASU.
11-20.
We'll await to get confirmation of that call.
We're a little over 11 minutes into this first period, and this game has been electric so far.
It's had a bit of everything. You had a bunch of fast-paced play early in this game. It started to slow down a little bit here for Michigan, and ASU's beer play has been phenomenal as well.
And now sitting at, assuming the goal stands, 5-5. This game, once again, deciding who will move on to the bracket, and both teams are fighting for their lives, fighting like they know their team is on the line.
Illegal contact, counted in the neck. Arizona State number 46. It's a yellow card. Penalty time is negated by the goal, and the goal is good.
Goal does count. That makes it 5-5.
So that yellow card does go against Matthew of the Sun Devils. Something you're just gonna have to watch out for. Not gonna give any penalty time right now, but you want to make sure you don't start accumulating those yellow cards.
Matthew, nicknamed Laserbeam, certainly use your arms as a weapon in that scenario.
Yeah, Michigan doing well to find the tie there. You got to lock down here if you're the Wolverines. You have to find an opening here. I think them finishing some offenses should be able, to start building a lead, but you're going to have to lock down the defense as well. The past two offenses for ASU, you've seen them make an easy pass right next to that far side hoop and an easy dunk and score. You can't allow that if you're the Wolverines.
Absolutely, but by that same token, even if the shots haven't been falling as much for Michigan, Michigan's offense has been clicking just as much.
100%.
After those first few possessions where it seemed to be very stop and
Massive
start.
block from Toyarkov, though.
After those first few possessions where it was very stop and start, very quick moving in transition, we've now seen very methodical offenses that have paid off largely, at least in terms of shot quality, even if not in results.
Yeah, Sun Devils' pace really hasn't slowed down, and it shows. Morris, not a bad shot, but one that Toyarkov has got his hand on.
Love now with the ball on the right wing. Flanked by Hodder, who has a dodgeball. Toyarkov wants it on the left wing, but Love denies it, takes the shot, and it is blocked.
Power with that block there. Morris now with the quad ball again. Two dodgeballs here for the Sun Devils.
Arizona State now looking to press. They bring it across the midline. Morris brings it down, drives in, pass off the hands of his teammate, and that is an easy beat out.
Tried to run that same play for the third time, but they had the beater there. Michigan, they might be putting that beater back near the hoops just for that purpose, just to counter that play.
Even with that being said, though, had the pass been accurate, they still might have had enough time to get the shot off. So Michigan still does need to find an answer there. Toyarkov on the left wing. Passes it over to Love. These two have been playing so well together so far. Looking for each other and just working shots off each other. As Toyarkov now drives, takes the shot, it is blocked!
Come
And
on.
that's going to be an illegal interaction, it looks like.
Interaction, interpositional interaction. Arizona State number 3. It's a blue card. 1 minute in the box or until Michigan scores.
Number 3 for ASU, getting the card there. That is McLaughlin, the beater. Gonna get a blue card here. Of course, those don't stack, but the time still does, unfortunately. Ball in hand here for the Wolverines. Sends it back up to Love.
What's the time? Love and Toyakov content to just work with each other, but unfortunately the shots are just not there.
That shot was into the dirt there. Fortunately, there was a chaser back behind Toyakov with another chance. Love!
Toyakov now has an open shot, dunks it through, jumping over a defender. Hurdling Morris on the ground to finish at the hoops, and that is going to make this game 6-5 in favor of the Wolverines.
Good work, Michigan there.
13 or 14? 13.
You love to see the hustle there from Michigan.
Thanks, Toby.
Dylan is back in the game for Arizona State, as is Cruz, Bonheimer back in, and Lee.
Looking for a shot. Cruz has the ball now. Cruz gets around their defender, takes the shot, and it is high, but it is recovered.
Well, it does
Maybe
go out of
not.
bounds, actually. It was very close. Dylan
Good hustle
not
by
able to get there in
Dylan.
time.
Good hustle by Dylan, just not quite enough time to get to that sideline. Now Michigan with a chance to extend their lead to 2. What has been a game of inches, a game that very much could come down to a flag catch.
Yeah.
Every goal counts at this position.
If Michigan does make this goal, this would be one of the very rare scenarios in this game where we do see a multi-goal lead, at least here early in the game. Margolis with the quad ball now.
Margolis to Love. Love now bringing it up slowly. Love takes a step, doesn't like it, gives it back to Margolis. Margolis back to Love. Love looking, driving, takes the pass to Toyakov, who finishes.
Well done from Toyakov there, able to find that open hoop. One of those hoops had fallen. Oh, look at him push the pace here is Arizona State. Cruz moving quick here.
Cruz will now slow it down. Has the ball on the wing. Will pass it back up to Vittori. Back to Cruz. Cruz back behind to Dylan. Dylan. Back up, but it is stolen by Toyakov.
15 minutes.
5 minutes left in this first period as Toyakov passes away to Love, who crosses the midline. Pressured by Beard, passes it up to Toyakov. Toyakov kicks it all the way over to Margolis, who is beat. As is Brodura, and now Arizona State has a no dodgeball situation, looking to push pace.
Cruz on the move here. Got to get around Toyakov, is able to do so. Pass up over the top. Shot was
And the
high.
shot goes high. Reset is going to be used by Arizona State, but they still are in an advantageous position, having dodgeball control. Cruz gets the ball back. Cruz with the ball on the left wing. Passes it.
Evaturi behind.
Vittori looking. Gets a stall warning.
Stall count.
Now Cruz
The beater's
starts
not getting
driving,
involved.
and gets past Toyakov, takes the dunk, and finishes! The Sun Devils bring it back within 1, and it is a 7-6 ball game.
That's a big goal for Arizona State, especially because you don't want to see Michigan extend this lead any further.
Something unique that you've seen so far about the Michigan offense is that it doesn't function the way a lot of modern quadball offenses do. They are very content to drive. They are very content to kick. Not really focused on as much off-ball movement as you see from a lot of the other upper echelon teams. But make no mistake, despite them being stylistically different, Michigan absolutely is one of those upper echelon teams. Pass back. Toyakov looks like
Had a jump, was able to get it to Margolis. That's going to be contact from behind, if I'm not mistaken.
impressive that Toyakov was able to get that slap.
On the play. Illegal contact from behind. Arizona State number 4.
Correct, you are on the call. Impressive play by Toyakov to get that slap off before the beat coming in. I personally thought that he actually wasn't before. But now Michigan, once again, with a chance to reset this ball, slow things down, and find a good shot.
Can't slow down too much, though. A minute is a long time, but it can burn away quickly. You want to be able to use the 6-on-5 situation and find yourself a goal and regain that 2-goal lead.
Absolutely. Ball behind off the stoppage. Toyakov off broom. Ball goes up to Love, who catches it, slows things down, chooses to let Toyarkov get back into the play.
It's a smart move from Love. Let's get that last chaser and use our man advantage.
Love slowing down, now gets to start warning of his own. Both teams have received at this point. Love looking. Takes the shot just off the right rim, and that is going to be a no goal.
There's been so many shots from Love that have been right on target, and they've just rimmed out, unfortunately. But you do like the looks that you're getting if you are Michigan.
Arizona State needing a goal here. Crossing the timeline, it's Cruz. Cruz drives in.
It's a non-situation here for ASU.
And that is going to be stripped, and we have a call of some kind.
Illegal contact from behind. Michigan, number 11. It's a yellow card. 1 minute in the box until Arizona scores. Arizona State.
That is going to be a foul on Rundstrom, a yellow card.
It's going to go against Margolis of Michigan, rather. One chaser in the box for both teams now.
Come on, go. On the whistle. Ref, the ball. Can you get the ball? It's off field.
Kelly takes the drive. Nobody home. Chooses to wrap around. But a lot of bodies in the way. Cruz recovers it and shoots and scores on the small hoop. That is going to tie this game up, and I believe we are going to have a timeout here for Michigan.
Goal stands. For
Legal
ASU.
action, third dodgeball interference on Arizona State. It's a double dodgeball turnover to Michigan. The goal will still stand. You'll be released from the box.
There's third dodgeball interference against ASU. That's going to be a big turnover here. Michigan's going to get both dodgeballs in hand.
And not only that, but it does also create a no dodgeball situation for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, they might just be able to get that goal right back. They're going to play slow here.
Choosing to allow Margolis to get back into play.
Morales does have that one dodgeball back for ASU. Evituri's also time is up now for Arizona State. Full strength on both sides.
Toyarkov brings the ball up to the point. Wrapping around toward the right wing. Margolis crosses to the left. Passes it back to behind. Gives it back to Toyarkov at the top. Toyarkov. Looking for the pass. Passes it now. Down to Glenn in the corner. Glenn. Gets hit, spins out of it. Trying to get rid of it, now does to Toyarkov. Toyarkov drives. Shot is blocked into the backfield.
Massive deflection there from Evituri.
But no real pressure being applied to the ball. Margolis recovers. Reset is used, and Michigan will bring it back across the midline. Toyarkov now looking to drive again. Takes the pump fake this time and scores on the middle hoop.
That beat was maybe an inch away from Toyarkov.
Good effort, Danny.
Doesn't connect though. And that's another goal for Michigan.
And with that, it's going to make it 80-70 in favor of MQ. That is going to be, as this clock ticks down, potentially massive in terms of the scenarios come such a Dylan brings the ball across the midline. Flanked by Morales. On
1
the left.
minute left here in the first half.
Morales now on Dylan's right. Dylan brings the left wing with no real problem. Pass back up to Vince. Vince sends it deep into the corner to Evituri, who passes it over. Still on Broom is Matthew. Matthew.
Oh, good strip there from Toyarkov.
Illegal contact from behind. Michigan, number 0. It's a yellow card. 1 minute in the box until Arizona State scores.
Contact from behind.
When you are as physical as Toyarkov is defensively, you will pick up those cards. It's something you have to be able to live with. But in this situation, it might allow Arizona State to tie this game.
I'm not going to tell them to play that play any differently, though. It was a massive strip.
Absolutely.
Arizona State up 6 on 5
Up
here.
to Dylan on the wing.
Gonna get
Send
beat
it
out,
back.
though.
Didn't quite go through. Matthew now with the ball. Matthew goes for the dunk. Didn't go through, but Matthew recovers. And Matthew's wrapped up and taken down.
Michigan's going to stabilize here.
What a stop for MQ. Big time chance for Michigan to extend this lead to 2 heading into the 20-minute stoppage.
Table time! Last possession!
Control wants to know about the penalty.
There's the final possession warning.
Okay.
I'll give you a countdown.
Bergera pressing hard, hungry for that 2-goal lead. Bergera's beat down 3 Arizona State beaters, but the ball is stripped.
Bergera selling out, hitting everyone in Arizona State, trying to get dodgeballs on the ground. But the ball is going to roll out after that failed drive attempt from Michigan.
Looked like we may have had someone diving over on the sideline. I'm not exactly sure who the call would be on, but as soon as both of them went to the ground, there was an immediate whistle.
There was definitely a scuffle over there. We'll see what the referees decide to call, if anything, here. If it does end up at the Arizona State, if it does end up in their hands, that will be 20 minutes automatically, depending on what the call is.
Torikoff, though, with they are going to give the ball to Arizona State. That is intermission. Torikoff left with 4 seconds left in the box when we return, and that is going to be an 80-70 lead. Set score of 140 here. Just stay tuned, y'all, because we have a barn burner of a finish coming up.
Excellent.
And we are back for what should be an electric finish here in Round Rock as we sit with Michigan with an 80 and Arizona State with 70. Set score, as I said, it's going to be 140. And we are going to have Cruz and Peterson here seeking for each team.
They're behind the live stream.
Still waiting on the teams to come back out, but we have seen a really interesting game so far. A lot of really close missed shots for Michigan. This game could definitely be a much wider margin for the Wolverines.
And on the other side, Arizona State, pretty much the exact opposite on the offense. They're having a lot of drives, but then Michigan's doing a great job getting quad ball on the ground, and they're just being, very good at stabilizing on those run defenses.
A lot of this game is going to come down to, first off, who can catch this flag, but also, can Michigan convert those shots? Because that really has just been the difference in Michigan running away with this one and keeping it within just a couple points.
Absolutely. Chase Contreras is going to be the flag runner for today. We'll see if Peterson or Cruz is able to catch him.
Okay. You just got 2 seconds.
Yeah, and you mentioned a very good point there, Corey. With how close the score is, 3 points is going to do a massive amount.
Absolutely. Turkov technically starting in the box, but only for a couple seconds. We'll be able to get in on this defensive play.
10 seconds.
For ASU.
Arizona State is going to take a timeout to extend halftime here.
I believe this is also a tactic in order to make some substitutions. One of the new rules that USQ implemented this season is that on a timeout you can make any substitutions you wish. This could be a chance to better situate themselves for gender rule, for sit-up pitch personnel, for whatever they really want heading into this second period.
Yeah, gameplay says there's no issue.
It's been a tactic we've seen a good few coaches use this season. A lot of coaches end up not using their timeouts. So if you are one of those coaches who tends to not burn them very much, this is a great way to use it. Get a couple extra subs in. As we will wait a few more seconds here for this game to get restarted.
Wait, I'm gonna catch it. Wait. Oh, okay.
story of this game so far has definitely been the defense on both ends, though, especially in the beater play. We saw down on the other end just before intermission, a play where Brodeur attacked in and blew up 3 beaters consecutively. But we've also seen a lot of, especially anytime anyone tried to run in transition, a lot of transition beats that have saved some potentially very easy goals.
Yeah, and a reminder as well, this game's got big implications for tomorrow. The loser is out of nationals. The winner is going on to bracket play. UTSA and Rutgers awaiting to see if Michigan will jump them in the standings for this group.
Once again, if ASU wins, they are the 3 seed and Michigan is the 4. The loser is guaranteed the 4 seed. For Michigan, if they win, it will come down to point differential, so they might want to move quickly, but you also can't risk losing this game to move quickly. It's an interesting conundrum that Michigan has here.
Yeah, because you don't want to sell out too much to where you're leaving open looks for ASU, but at the same time, if you want that 1 seed in that first round bye, you're going to have to start running the score up.
Absolutely. Especially considering if you get that first round bye, if you get that 1 seed, you don't have to play any of the other pool winners until the semifinals, and that is a huge advantage going into tomorrow.
Absolutely. Peterson and Cruz going to look to give that advantage to their teams.
And here we go. Toyarkov is back on.
On the other side of the
ASU
field.
now looking to press. Vince pushes it up. Pass back to Vince. But it is taken away.
Unfortunately, their beater gets in the way.
Glenn slows it down. Met with 4 ASU defenders. Gets it back to Toyarkov to slow this game down a little bit.
Good steal there from Glenn.
Toyarkov takes the shot. It is wide. Looking at the seeing game for a second. Peterson, who was starting with defensive seek, is now going on the attack. Has taken 3 consecutive dives. Make it 4 and very close on all of them.
Yeah, Peterson is getting really close here, but moving
Now Vince
quickly.
on the drive, but makes the shot.
Wow, Vince with a great goal there for ASU. Ties the game up 8-8.
We are now on a race to 6.
Set score is 140. Current score 80-80.
Bringing it up is Glenn. Glenn crosses the keeper's zone line. No pressure at all on the Michigan offense. Glenn brings it up. Kicks over to Toyarkov. Toyarkov back to Glenn. Glenn drives, shoots, scores!
And there's a pull as well. We're going to have to see if the pull stands as well.
It was Peterson for Michigan.
The refs are going to talk it over.
If
Talk
this-
with the flag runner.
If this stands, that is a 4-goal swing in the matter of maybe 5 seconds.
That would be incredible.
And that would immediately open this up for Michigan to take advantage of that point differential option that they have for them.
Yeah.
Taking a 4-point lead is so much different than 1 or 2 points.
After the goal, the catch was good.
And the goal and the catch both will count. 125-80, set score 140. Michigan just needs 2 more goals as Peterson celebrates with their bench.
12-8 to Michigan. 125-80, set score 140. 2 goals is all the Wolverines need. Arizona State, you still need 6. This is not over yet, given how chippy this game has been, how scrappy it's been.
Can I get your number?
But Michigan's knocking on the door.
Especially given ASU's defense, they are going to need to lock down for this last stretch of the game. I've seen crazier things happen than a 4-goal deficit erased, but it is very uphill battle for the Sun Devils right
It's going
now.
to be tough. Not impossible, though. Arizona State played a very close game with UTSA earlier today, in which they only lost by 4 against the defending national champions. This is very doable for the Sun Devils. You just got to lock in, play that good defense, and make sure that Michigan isn't finding those open looks.
And a loss to them would be an absolute heartbreaker for Arizona State. As you said, a very close loss to UTSA. What's going to be a very close loss tonight, and a situation where if they win either one of those games, they would have been in.
Dylan tried a crossfield pass. Toyarkov's going to fall on it, though.
Toyarkov now looking to press. No one in front.
Just got to get around 2 defenders. The
Give
pass
it to
to
Glenn,
Glenn.
who is tackled, but that is going to be.
It looks like neck contact to me. Toyarkov, though, is going to pick it
But
up.
it is finished.
No call on that play, on that contact on Glenn. Not going to matter in the end as the goal comes through. 1 away for the Wolverines.
And all of a sudden, Arizona State with their backs against the wall, their season's on the line. Will they respond? Pass to Tex. Tex looking to drive. Gets past one defender. Beat as the pass goes. Ivaturi is open, but no, chooses to take the shot himself.
Power unable to get that ball out. Glenn falling on it. Michigan stabilizes. This is the first chance that they're going to have to end the game.
Match point here for Michigan. A trip to tomorrow on the line. A chance to stay alive in this national tournament. Over to Toyarkov. Toyarkov on the left wing. Looking, drives. Doesn't like it, slows down, gives it to Glenn. Glenn takes the shot and through the middle hoop! And that is the ball game! Glenn with the big time finish at the end as Michigan rushes the field, now knowing they are safely in the bracket for tomorrow. We will soon find out where exactly their seeding is, but a magnificent run in flag on pitch, gave up an early goal in transition, and then lockdown went on a 6-0 run to end this game.
145-80, the final score. Congratulations to the Wolverines.
And that is a massive boost for this program, who has risen so quickly in the last 2 years. Last year making a Final Four. This year, a lot of people thought they were down, frankly, especially without Toyarkov, but now immediately showing they are here to stay. Once again, making their voices heard in this national tournament.
We'll see how far they can go. The way they played today, they look solid for Michigan. You got to ride that momentum into Sunday.
Absolutely, and just a crushing defeat for Arizona State. They played a phenomenal game, a phenomenal weekend at that, coming up just short in probably the most difficult pool of the weekend, and just inches away in so many fronts from ending this game. I'm going to see if we can get a quick interview. Is the live stream still on? We are still on.
Hi, Melanie.
I'm going to ask if we can get Glenn real quick. Perfect. So we are here with the hero of that game, Ashton Glenn, who put through the game-winning goal. Tell me, what was going through your head on that last play?
I just knew we had to score. It was last goal, last possession. I literally told my captain, Julian, we're scoring on this drive, and it just happened. I saw it open, shot it.
Absolutely. You played a big role down the stretch, scoring a lot of goals, making a lot of big-time defensive stops. What was going through your guys' head? What was your strategy during that snitch-on-pitch scenario when you knew it was win or go home?
Snitch on pitch, like, we have an automatic seeker. We just wanted to get him looks, like, get those looks, run up the score. We knew ASU likes to go fast during snitch on pitch, so we just tried to slow them down, play at our tempo, slow it down overall, and it just worked out really well.
Back in day two now, potentially high in the seeding. We don't know exactly where you're sitting yet.
Either 1, 2, or 3.
But I mean, how does it feel to know that after coming so close to missing, you were able to make it back into the bracket?
I mean, it feels great. I know, like, a lot of people didn't expect this from us today. We were a pot 4 team, but, like, we had a great game against Rutgers, beat them, close game with UTSA, and now beating Arizona State. Just feel great. Glad to be able to play Quadball tomorrow. I didn't want to come to Nationals tomorrow empty-handed, basically. I still want to play as much as I can. So just that kept me motivated throughout all.
Absolutely.
And I work better with higher stakes.
Absolutely. Last question. What do you think this Michigan team's ceiling is?
I really want to say national champions. I'm going to say that realistically, semifinals, but I want to say national champions, I would say.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. Tune in tomorrow for more USQ Cup 2024 as we return to bracket play tomorrow. Thank you for watching.